Good morning from dropping floats. Heading down on a little outing this morning here before the Super Bowl. But I needed to swing by the store and get some tubing for my floats before I went down the river. I ran out of it. You kind of tend to go through it sometimes. And it's a good time to show everyone what we have at Maupin Country Store and Hardware in Maupin, our fish department. And here it is. We are the only place in Maupin to get conventional fishing gear. The next closest place is going to be 50 miles in the Dalles. And I think there's one little place in Madras maybe at the hardware store there, but I'm not certain on that. But yeah, so we have a good selection. Bass, spinners, float stuff, you know, a little bit of everything to try to cover the basis for the conventional gear fishermen. And so I'm going to grab what I need and I'm going to see you on the river. So I've grabbed my tubing and I want to show a little trick I do to help save time on the river. So the tubing I use is two different sizes, a 1/16 and then a 3/32. And so a little trick I do is I tear off the corner of the packaging like that, and then I'll insert it into the different tubing packages. And that way when I run one size on one end of the float and then the other size on the other end of the float. And so it helps save time knowing which tubing is which, because if you are just grabbing these and fumbling with them, they're kind of really hard to tell which is which. So that's why I put the little tag in there. Saves a lot of time on the river actually, and just a little trick I've learned over the years. Well, as I head down to the river, we'll see if I can make it 3 for 3. The two times that I've been out locally on the Deschutes, I've been stopped by law enforcement. Once by a BLM ranger and then once by an OSP. The BLM ranger was very misinformed on the fishing regulations and said fishing was closed near Maupin, which I later educated him through his boss. And then the other one was I know Oregon State Trooper doing a license check where I had to have been the only person on the river. It was in February and it was cold out and the weather wasn't the best, and it was like, holy cow, like I literally have to be the only person fishing today and I get stopped by a trooper. It's kind of weird, but hey, it happens. We'll see if it happens again and I can make it 3 for 3. I think I blame my getting stopped on my old truck. I think it's junky truck discrimination is I think their reasoning, because it looks like a truck where someone would be up to no good, like poaching fish or something, because I jokingly call it the poacher truck just because of how it looks. It's a little beat up and lifted and whatnot. It's a great river runner rig, but yeah, I think my getting stopped is junky truck discrimination, and I might start a movement about it. How they're discriminating against fishermen with junky trucks versus people that are, $100,000 in debt with their pickup trucks. So maybe I can get a hold of BLM and they can help me, the movement BLM, not Bureau of Land Management, and maybe they can help me get some riots started for junky truck discrimination in Maupin. Well, I guess the truck does kind of have a look of, is he parked here or is it broken down? Well, here's the flies I'm starting with. The little knuckle dragger on the bottom, up to a kind of BS pink one that I do, and a rubber leg, Jimmy legs, whatever you want to call it, to start the day. That's what I had on last time I was out. Trying a little bit different water today, going a little swifter and a little shallower as the water does come down. We'll see what I can find. Well, the first little spot I tried, right above Oasis Campground, was kind of a bust. I got a couple takes, but no hookups. It's just been a spot that I've been eyeballing for a while. There's a nice little slow seam right on the edge above the campground, the Oasis Campground. So I'm gonna head down to a spot I'm thinking should be really good. It's at Sandy Beach. There's a big eddy down from Sandy Beach boat launch. I'm gonna go down there, and hike down to that little eddy and see what I can find down in there. I'm expecting to probably at least catch a handful in there, especially since the water's so high. So we'll see. It's a short little drive down, and hopefully we can find a beautiful, beautiful red side. So just pulled up to the spot below Sandy Beach. White River was dumping a bit of color in. It doesn't look terrible from the road, so I'm gonna go down and see if I can't find something to get on the end of my hook, even though there's a little bit of color down there in the water from the white. So we'll see. What do we have here? Oh, feisty little red side. Oh yeah, nice fish. Look at that. Beautiful fish. Right, number 2 in this spot. This one's much smaller feeling than the last one. Let's see. Oh yeah, little tiny little dink. Oh, auto release. Awesome. Did the work for me. Got a nice one here. Got them on the Marty special. Another beautiful fish. Oh yeah. Well, that makes 3 in this one spot. I think I just came out too early. Forgot that it's winter. Better fishing's midday. It's not bad. It's not bad.